Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, if you're just joining, welcome. You probably should start with part one or part two. Both of them are going to be listed up here in the top. If you like what you've been seeing, subscribe because I'm telling you the build up to the climax, which is actually going to be the trip we take that was 100% free. I'm telling you exactly what I do to do this every year, like easily. I've been to all these different countries. It's amazing. Why isn't everybody doing this? Why are people using real money to travel and spend their money on everything? That's why people don't travel. If you guys want to know how to do this, stay tuned. Part three coming up next.
Island, 300 meter far from the land. So this connected with white color one place.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey guys, welcome back to part three. There's a lot to cover in this section. I probably will forget something. If you guys have questions, just ask me in the comment section. If you haven't seen part one, please take a look at it. If you haven't seen part two, I cover hotels in part two, airlines in part one. Today, in this part three, we're going to focus on cards. So right now, we're looking at the American Express card. So there's two brands I'm going to focus on today, and it's American Express and Chase. I think there's two different strategies to explore using one or the other because they're different. So on the AMX side, ultimately the goal is how can you earn the most amount of points living your everyday life and using these credit cards, and more importantly, getting these mega bonus points that get you jump started off into positions where you can really spend some money for free, technically. So platinum card, holy cow, they raised the price again. This card just keeps going up. I don't recommend it personally. I have had it in the past when it was $450. It's up $250 now. It's kind of ridiculous. I can't justify you spending that kind of money to do what you're trying to do. Like I said, the goal of this channel is to have adventures as cheaply as possible and with the best value. So that's why I actually target this card. The American Express Gold card is actually a very good card. Right off the bat, you can get 60,000 points after you spend $4,000 within 6 months. Okay, so 60,000 points, great. But the keys here and the big stuff for this card is actually 4 times points at restaurants where you're going to eat normally, 4 times points at supermarkets where you're going to shop for groceries no matter what. And those are the big money makers. So now you take this gold card, and this card is exclusive for restaurants, exclusive for supermarkets, and then you leverage it with, if you can get this card, it's a business card. Where is it at? Where is the business card? Let's see here. Business credit cards. Okay, so leverage the regular consumer gold card with the American Express blue, not the cash card, but the plus credit card. Why? Because you earn 2 times points on every purchase up to 50K. There is no 1-2 punch that's better than this for earning points. If you're not at a restaurant or at the supermarket, you're using a blue card. You buy a TV for $1,000, you got $2,000 because you used the blue card. If you go out to eat and spend $25, you got 100 points because you used the gold card. You leverage the two of those cards and maximize your points. Now this one, so now you signed up for the last bonus, you got your 60,000 points because you spent 4,000 over the period of time. And this one's asking you to spend 3,000 within the first 3 months. So you got 10,000 points. So now you're immediately off the bat, you're at 70,000 points. And with those accrual rates, 4x and 2x on all purchases that you're doing, there's no way you're not going to rack up all the points that you need to translate into miles. Like you saw in the first video, part one, we used American Express points to buy almost a $700 ticket which based on just the sign up bonuses alone, you could purchase the ticket I just bought. That's going to take us to Cabo for free for one person, at least one person. So something to think about. That's the American Express strategy I use, and it just depends on what you're into. Next, I'm going to talk about Chase. Okay, guys, I just want to point out one thing before we switch to Chase. Yes, the American Express card Gold has a fee of $250, but you can get all that money back by using either Uber Drive or Uber Food, the food app for Uber. And if you use Grubhub, you get $10 a month every month, and that can total 120 here and 120 there. And that kind of will cover your fees. So there is a way to get that money back, but in order to get to use that strategy, you're going to have to pay $250 for this particular card. The blue card is actually free. The business blue card is free. Okay, switching over to Chase. So the key card here, I think this is the best credit card anyone can have in their wallet. Period. I just really don't feel there's a better credit card for me. If you're doing the Chase route, you got to do it all the way this route. Okay, so this card, yes, it costs $550, but you're gonna get 60,000 bonus points upon sign up after you spend $4,000 on the card within the first 3 months. So just use your card for everything, pretty much. You get the 60,000 bonus points, but these points, the difference with this card is these 60,000 points are worth 1.5 times. Meaning, while you have 60,000 bonus points, you really have 90,000 points, because when you go over to actually the ultimate rewards and you try to book something, instead of paying $456, which would be 1-to-1 for points, you're getting a reduction for 1.5. So you only have to spend 30,000 points, and you can see the difference right there. You saved tons of points because you have this card in your wallet. You need to leverage this card though with the Freedom Unlimited card. Now, technically, this is a cash back card, but when you have the Chase Reserve Sapphire, period, it doesn't matter. When you have a rewards card where you get points, and you pair it with a card where you get cash back, once you get in the system, you're allowed to basically convert these points from your cash account. So basically, your Freedom Rewards cash card would convert to points 1-for-1, and then you would spend those points with that 1.5 bonus because you had this card. To this day, I still think this strategy it's a highly efficient strategy. The only reason I switched to American Express is because I wanted to give them a shot and try it. I've tried it. I think I'm going to switch back to Chase. But if you find that you use one or the other, I fly United more, so Chase is more of the airline that I want to transfer points to, as opposed to Delta right now, right? So it just depends on the person. But you definitely want to pair the Chase Sapphire Reserve with the Freedom Unlimited. I'm not going to get into any of the other benefits of having this card, like you get to go to airport lounges and stuff all the time for free. It's included. There's a lot of other benefits, and there's another perk that kind of makes that money spent. You get the $300 travel credit every year. So yes, you spent $550, but no matter what you spend on travel for the rest of that year, $300 is credited back to you. So now your real cost is $250. Okay, but the value you're gonna get from the 50% more redemption value, it's understated. It is just absolutely amazing. And when you pair it with your everyday card that you just spend everything on, you get the 1.5 for every dollar. So now you have purchasing power where you can really just get a lot of points. Don't ask why I'm negative. There was a chargeback on that, and I guess I did a return and I used the points already. So oh well, that's why I'm negative 5,493. But hopefully that helps. Those are the two cards I pair. If you're going to American Express, pair those two American Express Gold and the Business Blue the Business Blue, And if you're gonna go the Chase route, definitely go with the Freedom Unlimited card, just the regular, and the Sapphire Reserve. It's just the best pairing combination you can possibly have. So put your questions in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. But that concludes our video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.